Awesome. This is so cool.
Yeah,
So I was
absolutely.
actually telling Randy that the reason that I knew about you was because I used to drive my daughter to school
Yeah.
and the back of your truck with the free snow removal. And
Oh
we would
yeah.
always laugh about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it still on the back of the
No,
truck?
no,
You got rid
no.
of it.
Yes.
Why did you put it there in the first place?
It
To
was just
drive?
kind of a joke, I
I
guess.
think it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. I
Yeah.
always remembered
Yeah.
you because of that.
Right.
So I think it worked.
Yeah. And it
Right?
probably did. Yep. Just
Yeah.
moved on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's really cool. So I'm Chris Wilson with Modified Independence. I am here with Blain Moos with Don't Slip.
Yes, sir.
So this is our first segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors. Drove down here and actually sitting in his house, so the dogs are going to bark in the background. You have a new Saint Bernard,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Rescue.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so they're keeping each other company in there while we do this.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna have lots of time to talk about Don't Slip and how you help seniors prevent falls and everything
Yeah,
like
totally.
that. But tell me about you. Who's Blain Moos?
Well, I've lived here in Middleburg for a couple years now, but I've been in Jacksonville 10 years and moved here from Denver, Colorado with a big company and just decided to go out on my own and I started Don't Slip.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice. And I don't really know anybody else around who does what you do. So that's why it was
Right.
so vital to me to to get with you, and I've actually referred quite a few people
Yeah,
to
man,
you.
it's been great.
So that's the goal, is to decrease the slip hazards in the home,
Yep.
and get the rugs out of the rubber mats out of the tubs and everything like that.
Yes, sir.
So Steeler fan,
Yes.
right?
Yes, diehard since I was like 5 years old.
From Pittsburgh, or
No, sir. No,
no?
I actually came originally from North Dakota. And when you live in North Dakota, you can pick any team you want.
Yeah.
So the Steelers were my team.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And you mentioned you have boys?
Yeah, I have 3 boys and then a daughter. She's the oldest, and then 15, 12, and 6.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
That's a wide range.
it's a handful.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's awesome. And all right, so tell me about Don't Slip. Because a lot of times people will be like, oh, I don't want them putting anything on it because I don't want it to get,
Right.
there's stains in the grout or whatever,
Yep.
or I don't want it to get mildewy or whatever. So tell me about Don't Slip.
So most people think of when you're putting something that's non-slip as a coating, right?
Mm.
Like it's going to be aesthetic. You're going to see it. It's going to change or alter the appearance of it. This is actually not a coating. It's actually a tile treatment. So what we do is we microscopically etch the tile,
Mm-hmm.
and every tile is different. I always tell people, like, tiles like people. Every single floor, every single tile is different, and so we leave the treatment on. Some tile will take in 5 minutes. Some tile will take 25 minutes. It really depends on the tile and its exposure to contaminants.
So you're not putting anything on it. You're actually
Correct.
taking. So this is a treated tile.
Half of it is. Yep. Yep. And so here's the other thing. You will not notice it when it's dry. It will
Okay.
be exactly the same. It activates when it's wet.
Really?
Yes, sir. And so it's almost, I have to be careful on words I choose, but it's sort of a little bit kind of like you feel like, when you're sliding, you
Mhm.
start to slip. Well, what happens is your foot gets momentum. This stops the momentum.
Okay.
Because you can also over-treat a floor, right?
Mhm.
And it would be a trip hazard, just like a rug.
Right.
And so you can't over-treat it. You can't obviously under-treat it. I've been doing it for 7 years.
What
so
coefficient of friction are you getting to with the treatments?
I typically get between 7 and 9.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's very good. I was talking to a friend of mine in Denver who does showers. He does shower pans.
Okay.
And right now they're getting to with just their process of making the shower pans, they're at 0.82.
Right.
So
Okay.
now, is it only work on tile?
Concrete. So
Okay.
I've done like wash bays.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't work on wood.
No, now that would require a coating.
Okay.
Yep. And
So
once you get into coatings, it depends on the kind of wood, how long it's been in service. There's a lot of prep in terms of cleaning it and letting it dry. Whether it's
So do you do that as well?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yep.
not just
Right. So
the
this is
chemical
just
action.
the tile treatment that we're talking about. Home
Mhm.
remedies for showers and
Right.
bathrooms. really anywhere there's an opportunity for water to be spilled. So, I've done hundreds of jobs, right? So every job has a story. I mean, I've talked to clients that, their ice cube maker dropped a cube overnight.
Mm,
They got up to get a glass of water and they slipped
it
because
slipped.
it
Yeah.
melted. Or you have
Huh.
pets. Pets get up at night, they
Oh
drink
yeah.
water, right?
Yeah.
And so that's a big, I mean, there's a
Hmm.
lot of moving parts that can cause slip and falls outside of what you just think is the norm.
Yeah. So yeah, because I'm always recommending like by the sink, by the door,
Yep.
especially any of those places where people would normally put rugs,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Yep.
Because they're like, oh, I need a rug, and I'm like, why do you need the rug? Do you need the rug to stand on? Because
Right.
if you need cushioning, that's completely different than if you need slip resistance
Yes.
and water absorption.
Yep.
So, huh, that's very cool. So take a moment and tell everybody how they can get a hold of your website, everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. So again, my name is Blain Moos. The best phone number to reach me, and you can call or text, is 904-466-1839. And then my website's really hard to remember. It's don'tslip.com.
Is it a franchise or
It's not.
it's
No,
not?
no,
It's
it's just,
literally your website
yes,
and your
sir.
company.
Yep.
It's brilliant. It's so intuitive.
Yeah.
Exactly what. In, do you have any social media?